Hello everybody, this is third tutorial of C++ about C++, and in this tutorial I want to talk about loops. So let me make directory 03. By the way, to create a directory I'm pressing plus sign, and you can see actually in the menu I think it's immediate. Here's it, create the directory. So you can do it from menu, create the directory 03 and go inside the directory, and here's it. I want to talk about loops. I'm going to call my program many hellos, and inside the program I want to say hello multiple times, 5 times. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm going to compile this thing. What's wrong? No such file or directory. Compile. Oh, I forgot CPP here. Okay, it did compile, and I'm going to run it from the console, and it did print 5 times hello world. But this is kind of boring way to do things, and fastest way, I'm going to comment it out with part of code. And by the way, comment in C++ it's 2 slashes, and if you comment the code, compiler is going to ignore this piece of code. For I equals 0, I less than 5 plus plus I. This is the way to make the loop and repeat the loop 5 times. So for loop syntaxes in C++ looks like this. So first of all, you are on start with keyword for and put everything in parentheses, and then there is a free section separated by semicolon, and then first section it's initialization. This is going to happen only once, and then second section it's check for there is a statement which can return true or false, and in case if it's true, loop is going to continue to work, and in false it's going to stop. And last part, it's what is going to be happened at the end of things what you did in the loop, and right now it's incrementing I by 1. So let me do print hello world. Did I misspell it? Looks like I did. Yeah. So this how it's going to work. So program is starting from main. It's ignoring all commands, starting here. It's assigning and creating variable I and assigning 0 to variable I. Then it's doing check. So I is 0 right now, so it checks for 0 less than 5. So this is true. So it goes and here and prints hello world. And after printing hello world, it's doing this thing. So it's incrementing I, and I become 1. And here is it's checking again, 1 less than 5 goes here. So second time it's printing hello world, incrementing I. Third time printing hello world, incrementing I. Fourth time printing hello world, and I right now equal to 4, and it's incrementing again. It's become 5, and it's not less than 5 because it's equal to 5, so it's false. So it's printing hello world 5 times and exiting. So let me compile this thing and run. So what we will see? We see exactly the same thing, hello world. And you know, it's very often not useful to do exactly the same thing multiple times. Sometimes you want to do some variations inside. So let's say with printing hello world I want to print the variable I, and I can do it like this. And then we'll see variable I how it's changing during the program run. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So exactly 5 times. Let's talk about vectors. I'm going to create another file, vector.cpp, and for vectors I need to include library vector. So to declare vector variable which will hold vector inside, and vector basically it's a list, it's just list or array. So to create the variable, let's call it v, and then I can make the vector of some elements, and I want to have vector of strings. So I need to specify type of vector, and it's going to be string, and then I want to put some elements inside this vector, and let's call it names list. We can have Henry, Violet, Finn, Jack, Anna, Leo, Clara, Owen, and Lily. I'm going to format a little bit the source code, so like this, and we need to put semicolon at the end. So we have list, and let's try to compile this thing. So it compiles, and what we can do with this names list, with this vector, so we can access to this thing obviously. So let's say I want to print name, like third name, right? Finn, name 3, and names list, and third one is going to be 2, because numeration in vectors starting from 0, so this index 0, 1 and 2, so it's going to print Finn, I'm expecting. So let's run vector, and you can see it prints Finn, and let's do like hello third person, let's like this, hello third person Finn. Obviously you can modify vector, so let's do and change the name of third person to Bob, for instance, and let's print it again, hello Finn, and now third person becomes Bob. But what else we can do with vectors? We can get the size of the vector, number of persons in the list, its size 10. What is it? 10? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Also we can add some person at the end of the list, of the vector, names list, push back. What kind of name we want to put? Carlos, for instance. So now I'm going to print the person, number of person in the list. It's going to be 11, so it's become 11. Then we can use a for loop and print all elements in the vector, right? So to do this thing we can use this syntaxes. So again, name, and then we are iterating like container name, like in our case it's a list, names list, right? So in this case this for loop will iterate through names list and assign to variable name one by one, like Henry first, and Violet, Finn, Esme, and so on. So I can print name, and let's make computer nice, and let's greet all of them, hello, and then name. So like this, hello Henry, Violet, Bob, Esme, Jack, Anna, Leo, Clara, Owen, Lily, and Carlos. So what else we can do with vectors? We can remove, we can insert something inside the vector, names list dot insert, and here is it. I want to specify where I want to insert, and it has to be iterator, and basically iterator it's a thing which points inside the container, and in our case it's a vector container. And I want to point to, like, let's insert something after fin, right? So I need to add 2, right? So because if I want to insert something after Henry, it's 1, 2, so it's going to be 3. We will double check this thing. And then what I want to insert, so let's put some name here, and it can be Richard. Let's see, I'm not sure about syntaxes. Yeah, it compiles. And then let's print new list, new names list. So I was going to add something after fin. Yeah, and it's did after, but not after fin because I changed fin to Bob. So here is it, you can see Richard here. So also we can remove something from the list, and to remove it's erase, and also I need to point which one I want to erase by creating iterator. So let's see, I want to delete Violet or Bob, right? Okay, Violet is second one, so it's going to be like this. And let's print again new names list after removing. So you see I removed Violet. So let's return and back and talk about for loop again. So we observed like 2 ways to use for loop. So we can iterate through container, and we can have some more precise control. And also what I want to do, I want to talk about reading from keyboard. So we learned how to, by the way, did I do it in my first lesson? Yeah, so we already know how to read from keyboard, right? So I'm going to use multiplication. So let's create a program which I'm going to call multiplication. And like I'm going to ask to enter first number x. So I'm going to read value from keyboard, enter second number int y, and I'm going to read second value. And I'm going to, of course I can like type here x multiplied by y equals x multiplied by y, and it's of course it's going to work. Just to show you how does it work. Multiplication, enter first number 10 multiplied by 4, it's 40. But I want to do very silly multiplication, and let's pretend our computer doesn't know how to do multiplication. So I want to have result, and I want to iterate y times, and every time I'm going to increase result by x. So what do we want to multiply? 7 by 8. You can see this is correct result, and we didn't do any multiplication, we just did addition here in the loop. I think this is it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.